Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome. It's so good to have you here. Happy new moon in Aquarius and happy two, I think. Basically is what we are. Oh, here we've got one more person. And this is, yeah, like I was saying, a very, very, very special time of literally shifting into our divine template, our divine embodiment, which takes us all the way back in many respects to ancient Lemuria, which is why we'll be going to a crystalline Lemurian temple today to receive that activation. As part of that, you will be receiving your trifold flame in your heart. So if you've never seen the trifold flame before, it's like, imagine like a stream of a blue flame and a pink flame and a golden flame that are all weaving up around each other. And that's very important because you're stepping off of the wheel of karma and out of duality and polarized consciousness of everything just being black and white or good or bad or desirable or undesirable, or even like light and dark, although that one's a little bit more complicated, in order to become the divine neutrality, to become the basically a fully transmuted human that's like sort of risen above that matrix game. So it's also very powerful that, you know, this is going to be happening with Saint Germain as an initiator, because he will be greeting you into the temple. And Saint Germain is one of the ascended masters who clears all of the karma. And so, you know, he's offering an additional divine dispensation of karma clearing as part of this in order to receive this template now in this energy. So that will be beautiful. I believe Yeshua will be coming in as well to assist with this. So, and there's just a lot of energies which you could say are of like you could call them Holy Grail energies, Holy Spirit, you could call them plasma. Really, it's all kind of the same that are going to be coming in. This will assist you with, you know, everything you've got going on in your life, any challenges that you feel you're facing with like the chaos going on in the world, and just managing that and being able to have boundaries. It's going to help. It's also going to help with relationships, especially if you're in any sort of divine partnership or twin flame connections that are, you know, where there's been challenges or if there's been separations. It's going to help with all that. It's going to help with client work. So it's really great. So I probably will be most likely channeling some light language like I normally do. If you are new to these and you haven't been to them before, or even if you're not familiar with light language, it's just a series of tones that help to anchor in the higher frequencies and raise vibration in order to fully receive what's being offered. And they can be very peaceful, and sometimes they can help to de-stress in order to be open to receiving. And so we will allow for those codes to come through as well, and you don't have to understand them intellectually. So, okay, it's a good thing we kind of waited, because there's been a bunch of people still getting on. Oh, we've got a few comments. Yes, some people are saying they go way back with Saint Germain. Yes, Saint Germain is amazing. I've worked with Saint Germain so much on my journey. Like, I just can't even imagine like doing what I'm doing today without the clearing of Saint Germain. I've cleared so much ancestral stuff. And speaking of that, so speaking of ancestral stuff, it's important to be doing your ancestral healing work right now. The more that you do your ancestral healing and your inner child work, the more that you'll be able to receive from these types of activations. So just note that if following this, you feel compelled to do a certain sort of release in that regard, it's it would not surprise me if there's anything left that still needs to be looked at, because of basically it's just sort of because the underlying energy that was still holding that in place is gone. And so it just has to become conscious to clear. So because there's just all this generational clearing stuff has to kind of come to a close, because you are releasing basically your ancestral genetics, if you will, and all of the contracts that were made around death and disease, distortion, separation, basically. So it's pretty exciting times. So before we get into the meditation, does anyone have any questions? And if not, we can get going. Okay. All right. I guess we're good to go. Oh, it's so exciting to have you all here. Oh, gosh. This is so wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here. You're all in this collective field working together. You know, you're all important. You're all making this more potent and more powerful. And, you know, the collective is able to receive this by default a little bit more because of the work that you're doing. So it's not just for yourself. So, and we'll talk a little bit more about embodiment and how you do carry that forward at the end of the meditation. Okay. All right. I'm gonna get my feathers here, my blue jay feathers. Oh yeah, I feel like doing some singing. Can everyone hear me okay? Can anyone give me a shout out if you can hear me good? Oh, you're welcome, Annalise. Oh, Fernando's asking a question. Okay, good. I sound good. Fernando asked if this meditation is part of something bigger. It absolutely is. I mentioned at the very beginning of the year that there will be a whole series of activations of this divine template that happen, particularly through the, like, especially these first 3 months of the year, but the whole first 6 months of the year, this is going to be coming through. And then there's going to be a really big spring forward, kind of late spring, early summer. So, there'll be more of this to come. And there's also in between these new moon activations, there's going to be opportunities to fully embody on a much more detailed and deep level what is going on and how it affects all your different chakras. So again, we'll talk more about that at the end, but it's really exciting. And you're becoming, like, what's happening to your genetic and what you're capable of is nothing like any of your alive ancestors or any of the ancestors that you would know of, like, have had access to, because this is we're going back to pre-Atlantis genetic here. So it's pretty exciting, and pre all those distortions. So let's get into it. So you can just get comfortable. And it's always a good idea with this to close your eyes. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, we are going to open your Akashic record. So when I do announce that we're going to open the Akashic record, and I ask you to say your name, you can say your name out loud. So just make sure you have your microphone muted so that there's no disturbances. And then that will just help to make sure that everybody hears Akashic record is fully open for the journey. And then at the very end, I will close the records. Okay. But first we'll just kind of get into the energy, and then I'll open the records. Okay. So let's do it.
Ay, salam, sayin, tayi. Oria, sai, satoniai. Neai, sasato, katai, kai. Sasatia, sia, soteai. Pariamia, tia, so, ketia, so, nasia, sateai. Niria, sia, so, katase, i. Sai, sasitia, koseai. Niria, potia, toriaka. Koria, shia, sina, soteai. Neria popatia sia kotria sia soteai. Periako gati nataria sonani. Naria si satria koseai. Periasho sasariaki kariaso satriaki. Katria sia totoria si taria sote. So the guardian of Mother Tree in Lemuria is just welcoming everybody here to Mother Tree. And so you're all very, very welcome. You're all been invited here today for this experience. So that's a beautiful way to open. And as you now just sit up gently with your palms facing up to receive in an open body position. And taking a nice deep breath in through the nose and feeling into that beautiful bright white crystalline light column. And sending that energy all the way up past the sun, past the edge of the solar system, past the edge of the great central sun, beyond our universe, the multiverse, all the way back to God's source, ether, the realm of infinite potential creation. And breathing in that infinite creation all the way down through your light column, into our solar system, into your soul star chakra above your head, into your crown, into your pineal gland at the center of your brain, flooding your third eye with light, and sending this beautiful ether down your brainstem, down your spinal column, all the way down, 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 down to your root, your tailbone, feeling it light up, sending that energy down to the center of the earth, down, down, down. And you notice as you're trying to reach down, all the way down, that there's this beautiful Lemurian crystal bed that's only about 2 feet below where you're sitting, basically just below your Earth Star chakra. And it is absolutely flooded with intelligent light that is ready to be bestowed upon you. So you don't have to reach very far. It's all right there. And just tapping into this very broad, massive bed of sparkling Lemurian crystal and feeling that there is beautiful elemental energy there. You might feel the energy of Lemurian mermaids, guides, priestesses. Just feeling the magic. You might even feel the energy of the fairy realms. Let's just do a little light language to call this energy in. Taking a nice deep breath. And drawing this beautiful energy of this Lemurian crystal all the way up your spinal column, expanding your spinal column wide, filling it with crystalline, sparkling light, all the way up, 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 all the way to the top of your head, and shooting this light up out of the top of your head, all the way back up to source, back to this realm of pure ether and infinite potential. And mixing this Lemurian crystal energy with that realm of source. And feeling the power, that energy of the alchemist being ignited through this melding of energies. Feeling the ignition of a quantum force through this coming together, like the 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. It's power forged through two forces to create something new, to create a portal, gateway, a new potential. And drawing that energy down, 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 all the way down, back into our solar system, into your soul star chakra, into your crown, into your pineal gland at the center of your brain, intending that you are igniting your divine blueprint now and sending that through light waves through your entire body. And drawing that energy down into your heart, just allowing it to meld there. And now just quickly, we're just going to quickly pulse this energy through a couple of times just to get a really nice flow. So just sending that energy down, down all the way to your root, down into this Lemurian crystal bed in the earth, and mixing that source energy, that ether with the Lemurian energy there, and feeling the power of the alchemy of that connection one more time. And bringing that melded energy back up through your light column, all the way back up through your heart, all the way up through your crown, all the way back up to source. Melting those energies one more time. Drawing them back down all the way into your heart, down into your root, down into Lemurian crystal, melding, and back up through your spinal column, feeling it opening nice and clear, all the way back up through your crown, all the way up to source, ether, melding. And one more time, back down, all the way into your crown from source, down through your throat and into your heart. And spinning these energies in your heart. Ooh, 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 ooh. Sea solayak ayat. Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, oh. Beautiful. And now picturing the opening of the unfolding of a beautiful garden rose in your heart. A soft, very soft rose. You can picture it, whatever your color suits you, whatever color feels is the most activating and healing for your heart at this time. Just seeing its petals unfolding. And appreciating that the thorn is part of the rose. And to see it as a whole rose bush, all parts, the prickly and the soft, and the whole piece as one. And through that, appreciating that it's all necessary, it's all required. And that is the consciousness that is needed to move forward in divine neutrality. Ariaso sotia mai sati asa tahyakati. Koriasi nasi teai kotriasi asi nami. Nisi asha sotriaki asi. Nariasi ashatriaka kotriasi atai. Niriapa poti asa tariaki. Teriasi ashi atokeai. Taking a nice deep breath in through your nose and holding. And releasing through your mouth. And one more nice deep breath in through your nose and holding. And out through the mouth. So with this Om, I call in the light. And now we're all going to open our records. So with this Om, I open the Akashic records of Jessica Amaladan. And I invite Jessica Maureen Russell to attend. And we'll all Om together. Beautiful. The records are now open. Feeling a really nice opening in your crown chakra. Immediately, I feel, I see a beautiful golden crown spinning above my head. So just setting the intention, all you have to do is say yes if you want to fully receive this activation of your crown chakra now to divine clarity. And it's really the consciousness of your higher self coming through much more clearly and allowing for through this clarity of mind confusion that you can more fully activate your third eye as well. So if you want to receive that activation as we move forward into this, just say yes. Just seeing that crown as I do this language and seeing your third eye opening in the middle of your forehead. And just sending golden light out from both chakras in beautiful rays. soul. Beautiful. Taking a nice deep breath. Beautiful. Now dropping down fully into your heart space again. And I'm feeling the presence of the High Priestess welcoming us into the Akashic Records. She's there present with the Book of Life and the Torah. And it's open. So we're fully ready to proceed. And she's featured central between the two columns that are marking the gates of the records. And she's pointing again to the third eye, to her own. And it's like she wants to invite each one of you to have a personal experience with her. So, and to connect your third eye directly with hers to receive a transmission. It could be an activation, it could be a telepathic message. But I just invite you now to look at her and see what she looks like to you, and to allow, if you're comfortable, to open that direct third eye connection with her and receive whatever message that she wants to share with you, or energy. And just take note of it so that we can, review that at the end of the meditation. So I'll just give you 2 minutes for this before we continue. And I will do a little light language for you as you receive. Periacho naria chataniaki. Nariasi achi atsotrea. Toriasa nari asatariako. Kariaso satiri akasaneriaki. Ni sitiriapa kotriasa satiriniaki. Na satiriaki na triasi satiriaka. Oriasha tariasi nari akatariami. Ni satiriaki asi atriako sea. O tarania cha nariacha doria satani na cheriasi ati akotriana sea. Koriasha nariasa kotri anasati. Keriasa karianisi nariasi kea. Koriasa nariasiapa potriasa tei. Kariasi nariasi katriaso tea. Koriasha nariasa koriasa tei. Nariasa koriasi koriasa. Beautiful. Just thanking her now for this offering. And she's taking a step back and away. And as she steps back, you notice that a beautiful Merkaba vehicle, star tetrahedron, is descending over you. It's descending over you individually, but also as a collective over the entire tribe that's here today. And it's beginning to spin. And it's spinning in a vertical direction instead of a horizontal direction. So it's flipping up and over and back behind you, and up and over and back behind you, and then up again. And it's inside of a giant sphere of light. And it is a blue color. It is like a pale, not pale. It's a dark blue, but a translucent dark blue color. And it has Hebrew letters that are on it. And you don't have to know Hebrew letters or be able to read them. It's not important. Just know that they're there and it's just part of this body vehicle. And just feeling it envelope and encase you to take you on this journey. And as it spins and it brings you into its light, feeling yourself begin to dissolve, really dissolve density, dissolve your current vibration to merge and align with an alternate vibration and an alternate dimension. Welcoming the experience, welcoming in the shift, welcoming the journey fully. Ooh, 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 ooh. So, so, so beautiful. And noticing that the spin is very fast and around this sphere, it's becoming very bright. The light is very bright. You're traveling very, very fast through the quantum field to arrive in Lemuria. And it's all very, very bright as you travel through this portal, through this wormhole, and just allowing everything to fall away. Just feeling unburdened. So much is being let go of as you take this journey to free you up to receive. And feeling now this vortex, feeling your cells and your flash lighting up. You were to look down at your body inside of this transportation device, seeing yourself glowing. You're full of light. Your cells are glowing. Your skin is sparkly. You can really feel yourself so activated. Your third eye that just received that activation from the priestess is on fully and shining a beautiful ray of golden light. You're arriving in a very ascended embodiment for this activation. And so now as we arrive, feeling yourself land, this beautiful sphere is landing on the earth in Lemuria. And feeling this blue sphere in Merkaba dissolve back, dissolve away, and seeing a beautiful garden landscape. It's got wildflowers and rockery, and it's a beautiful day. There's many colors in the garden. It's very green. There's deer in the meadow, butterflies, so beautiful. And in front of you, you see some rockery steps. And as you look up to the rockery steps, just a little bit off in the distance, you see a beautiful temple, a crystal temple. It's perched up on the edge of the hill in this beautiful landscape. And it's somewhat overlooking a small cliff. And so just begin to walk towards this temple. And as you begin to arrive, noticing the appearance of the temple, it's a beautiful square temple with a domed roof. And it's got one column on each side of the temple, a round column on each side. And it appears purely crystalline. And at the front steps to this temple, you see the beloved Master Saint Germain. And he welcomes you, he greets you to the temple. And he's so happy to see you, and he takes your hands and gives you the biggest smile. He's so grateful and thankful that you're here today to receive this activation. And he's been very excited to bring you all here. And immediately, I feel the energy of the violet flame coming through, and he's sending this to you through his hands. So just feeling that beautiful violet flame filling up your entire being. And if you so desire in your head, in your mind's eye, you can recite as you see this violet flame lighting you up the words, I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. Beautiful. Feeling any residual densities just getting transmuted in this now moment. Just bathing in this violet flame. And now Saint Germain, he directs you, he turns you to go and pass through a beautiful portal. And it's a portal in the doorway to enter the temple. And it looks like this swirling opalescent light, pearlescent, opalescent light. And when you pass through this portal, you will be in a temple space with a direct connection and portal to Andromeda. So when you're ready, just taking your steps forward to pass through the portal and enter into the temple space. And as you pass through the portal, noticing the magic of what you're experiencing inside of the temple space. And as you look up, you notice that there are, first of all, beautiful whales that are swimming around the ceiling, inside of the roof, inside of this beautiful, very permeable, dreamlike creation. And so you could say they're almost holographic, but there at the same time. And they're swimming in this beautiful cosmos that's full of beautiful pastel colors of pinks and purples and orange hues. And the whales are keepers of the Akashic records. So they're here to help you to receive the fullness of this activation. And noticing above
the whales, if you look way up at the top of this domed ceiling, that there is an oculus. And as you look out of this open oculus, you can also see the fullness of the cosmos beyond being received into the temple for this activation. And directly below the oculus, in alignment with it, below the whales, just hovering in the center of this room, the center of this space, you see a beautiful Herkimer, very large Herkimer diamond. And it's shining very bright. And you're invited now to step forward towards the Herkimer diamond. And as you step forward, you can begin to feel the presence of Yeshua in the temple. And he's present there for you to receive this activation. And so you can open your hands to this beautiful crystal and place your full focus and attention on it. And really connect that activated third eye directly with the center of the crystal. And you may see visuals right now coming to life of what you can see through your third eye that you're receiving from this crystal activation. You may see lion imagery, the lion tribes. You may see lots of things. So just taking a moment now to connect directly with your palms open to the crystal and your heart open to the crystal to receive. So, 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 so. Sea nasi, nasi to yasai, sea sha sotinam, nasi aso teai, sea so kati, sea si te kiatai, so asi satiako, so yasi ati keai. Nea so satia toriaka, soriasi asi atokeai. Oriashi nasi asotriakai. Neriasi asetriaki, asetriako teai.
Beautiful. And noticing now that the crystal is able to very magically make a miniature copy of itself, almost like it can 3D print a the intelligence from this Herkimer diamond that's specific for your divine blueprint into a miniaturized version of this Herkimer diamond. And so watch it 3D printing right before you, this miniaturized crystal. And you can see the wiring, the circuitry inside of the crystal that's got all of the specific encodements and intelligence, divine blueprint that's exactly yours, your copy. And it's shining really bright, seeing this divine potential, this eternal life force pulsating through this crystal. And when your crystal is complete, just putting your hands below the crystal and just receiving it and feeling into your heart space and this trifold flame lighting up in the center of your heart with 3 rays, 1 blue, 1 pink, and 1 golden yellow, rising up together with a beautiful cavity in the middle of these 3 flames, ready to receive this blueprint. And taking a nice deep breath in and placing that diamond inside of your heart and inside of this throne of this trifold flame. And securing it there and lighting up the flame with your divine blueprint. Taking a nice deep breath in and out. And one more time, in and hold. And out. And on the next breath in, really feeling the building of this crystalline energy in your heart, getting very strong. And as you breathe out, sending that crystalline template through your entire body. And now feeling the presence of Yeshua standing before you. And he offers to take your hands. And noticing that he also has this trifold flame and this divine blueprint crystal lit up in the center of his heart, like your heart. And he has a beautiful crown, golden crown halo activated above his head, like you received at the very beginning of the journey. Noticing he's wearing a beautiful baby blue robes. And noticing that his third eye is open in his forehead, just like yours was activated. All the same. and just opening yourself to receive his radiant emanations as he wants to impart on you his love, his purity, his blueprint. Just feeling into the sensations, feeling if there's any additional messages that he has to share with you, any additional energies or offerings, any gifts, or if he just wants to share this beautiful light. It's all perfect for each and every one of you. And now stepping back into the center of the temple with Yeshua and noticing that there is like a holographic globe of the world, a small holographic globe of the world below this Herkimer diamond. And just the two of you standing around on either side of this holographic earth and seeing it all lighting up with crystalline energy. And it's almost like you could see like vegetation and plant life and trees and forests and crystalline energy just growing up and expanding all over this earth. And it's so exciting and it's so beautiful. And you can even see like, it's like you can zoom in and see on one part of the earth, tropical birds flying in the sky. And in another part of the earth, you can see bears roaming or cheetahs roaming. You can zoom into another part on this holographic earth and see a beautiful waterfall, gorgeous tall waterfall, pouring absolutely pure, healing, crystalline waters with rainbows over the head. And you are receiving this all because you are a vital part of activating this revitalized earth. And that your crystalline embodiment is supporting this crystalline ascension of Mother Gaia and vice versa. And so just tuning now deeply into the energy of 5D New Earth, of ascended Mother Gaia that's emanating from this earth. Just opening to receive her. Being invited to explore her, free from the distortions, the decay, the disembodiment. She really just wants to give to you and invite you home. Just feeling where that home might be. Thanking her now for this offering. Thanking Yeshua. And saying goodbye. And walking back to the portal, that opalescent, pearlescent portal through which you entered the temple. And walking through the portal once more and finding yourself at the footsteps of the temple and thanking Saint Germain for inviting you here today. And wishing him farewell and following back down the steps of this beautiful garden landscape and seeing your beautiful transportation device, this translucent blue Merkaba in front of you, and allowing it to come and swath around you, swirl around your entire being, feeling yourself now completely inside of the Merkaba. It's spinning again, up and back and around, up and back and around. And feeling that charging of light, everything is getting very, very bright white around you, very bright. You're lifting off and you're traveling now through the quantum field, through all time and space. Salam, salam, siyaso, yatriako, sam, yaso. Traveling, traveling, traveling through all time, space, dimension, and reality. And arriving back now at the entrance to the Akashic Records. And feeling yourself landing in front of the temple of the High Priestess in the Book of Life. And feeling that bubble and the Merkaba begin to dissolve away, dissolving away. Letting your feet land, ground back into the entrance of the records. And bowing down to this High Priestess before you. Thanking her again for taking you on this journey. And looking into your Book of Life and seeing her inscribing beautiful golden letter fire codes into your record of your ascended embodiment and everything that was received and activated today for your divine blueprint. Just feeling the energy of that wash through your whole body. Invite that energy off of the book, over the top of your head, through your crown, and washing through your DNA, your mitochondrial DNA, your cellular membranes. Kenia koniasi nasiatakeapa. Keseapa toriasi saniasi teriaka. Koriasha nasitriaki sasitriaki asitriniama. Noriasa katriasi koriasi kariasi teriama. Taking a nice deep breath. And release. And saying farewell to the priestess as she begins to fade away, fade away, fade away. And saying our thanks to the Akashic records and the guardians of the records for this journey today. And a request to fully inscribe all of these activations and bring them fully back into this now moment present reality to be fully incorporated over the next 2 to 3 days to week to come. And with one final Om, we will close the Akashic records. The records are now closed and sealed. It is done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Taking a nice deep breath into your heart, into your beautiful rose one more time, that beautiful garden rose and rose bush with the thorns, all of it together, breathing into that space. And breathing out through your heart. One more time, in through your heart. And out through your heart. And on the next breath, as you breathe in, feeling into your whole body, being very present and aware of your surroundings, and breathing out. And on the next breath in, wiggling your fingers and toes. And out, wiggling your whole body. And on your next breath, breathing in, coming back into full present consciousness, and breathing out and coming back into this space, fully present, fully alert, fully ready to return back to full consciousness. So a lot of you have your cameras off, but welcome back. Welcome back. Fernando says, beautiful. Thank you. My eyes just got a little blurry there for a minute. Annalise said, so beautiful. Thank you. Holy, 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 says Adrienne. The love being says, beautiful, so grateful. Wonderful. Karen says, that was deep, deep work. Thank you. Yeah, it is deep, man. Or lady. It is deep. So yeah, so I'm going to, I want to hear a few of your comments about your experience. Oh, Phoenix Rising said beautiful. I think Melinda said 10:10. Awesome. Yeah, it's 10:10. Rachel says, thank you, sisters. This is very beautiful. So just going to take a minute to share a couple of things. First of all, like I said, it could take a couple of days to fully integrate the experience. And like I said before, just as a reminder, if some things come up, especially around inner child healing or ancestral healing, that's normal. Now, if you're struggling with that, I
am going to be offering this Sunday a workshop that is specifically designed to help with embodiment of a lot of these activations, as well as doing additional activations for your various ascension chakras, and really like helping you to clear out any sort of mental chatter that's still going on and repeating like old stories that no longer serve, to help with like deepening into heart healing, because heart healing takes a very long time. So if there's any sort of residual things there that might be blocking your ability to fully receive, we're going to be doing that. And that's really going to, through the mental clearing and the heart healing, it's going to really help to activate the mind heart coherence, which is like really key for being able to progressively move forward without having setbacks and getting caught back into this sort of duality polarity game. And we're going to do a third eye clearing of matrix codes, which are basically, that's the programs that are preventing you from fully knowing and fully trusting your intuition and your psychic gifts. And we will do a throat chakra clearing and activation to help activate your own light language. And we're going to do a solar plexus activation to help ground your solar plexus as the root of your being, which is part of your ascended embodiment for new earth. So, because the root chakra and the sacral chakra are really going to have they're not going to play a very significant role in our future ascension, because we're moving out of survival and we're moving out of the old ways of relating. So, and creating. So, and there is a lot of damage that has like, and trauma that's occurred because of, you know, our relationship with those two lower chakras. And I'll get into that a lot more later. And then not saying that in any way that's like bypassy, because we have to heal those chakras. And if, you know, it might be that part of, there might be some need for some healing around those as part of these workshops that I'm going to be hosting. But the idea is to ultimately be able to really like ground the root of your being and your Akashic record at your solar plexus instead of your root chakra like it is now. So we will be doing some, in addition to the activations and the group meditations, I'm also going to do some journaling exercises and some breakup groups. And I think I'm going to probably do this like more than once, but the first one's going to be this Sunday. So if you guys want to join, that would be, you know, amazing to have you. I'm going to do it on Zoom. I'll post all these details that I just mentioned in the chat. Let's see if that, oh no, that's not going to work. I have to get it again. If you guys join, if anyone joins this with basically by tomorrow at midnight, I'm offering it for a very special price. The normal price for this would be $99, but I'm going to be offering it for $49. So it'd be great to have anybody that's interested. So I'll just post all the details for that here in the chat. Hopefully it'll come through all right and not too wonky. But if it does come through a little wonky, I apologize. Oh, it's not working. Let's see here. Okay, it's gonna work. It's not working. So just bear with me here for a minute. So I'll just send first. Let me try and do this in phases and hopefully that'll work better. So if you, sorry about my eye, it's just a little dry there. Okay, so if you just want to sign up, the information to just sign up is like right there. You can pay my PayPal, me, and then I'll have your email to get you signed up with the Zoom link for the call. And then if you want to review these details about everything I just shared, about what you're going to be getting from participating, it's also going to be a really good opportunity to network and activate more of your gifts for your own clients. If like you are a healer or a light worker or a coach and you're looking to kind of like up your skills. Oh my. Why am I having so much trouble with this? These details are just, for whatever reason, they're just not copying over. Okay, well, okay. Well, maybe what we'll do is, since I'm just having just so many issues with get copying all these details, is let's just get people to share some feedback. I'd love to have at least a couple of people share a little bit about their experience, what they saw, who they connected with, you know, any interesting, anything you're feeling like you're willing to share about like your experience with the high priestess or with Yeshua or with Saint Germain or with the crystal. Just like anything at all that you want to share about your experience. I'd love to hear. Um, Oh, some people want me to message the details in the Telegram group. I can definitely do that. Um, Nazila says it's her first session here. Yeah, she's still, I think like it's maybe you're still kind of getting up to speed on some of what we're doing here, which is totally fine. And I can go into more details about a lot of things in the session. So Abril says the diamond was the third eye of the goddess at the record hall. Third eye of the goddess at the record hall. That's awesome. And Fernando, yes, there will be a replay. Oh, nice. Melinda signed up. That's amazing. Andrew says it's been an honor. Thank you. People have to go. Also, I wanted to let you know, like if anyone here doesn't already have my contact or know where to reach out, maybe just like if you don't already have my contact information, I'm sure most of you do, but if you don't, just let me know and I can post it in the chat. Oh. Oh. Yeah, it's just not working. I guess I don't know. Just not working for whatever reason, just not letting me post all those details. But I did explain it anyway, and there will be recording. And certainly what I'll do is I will just put all this information like in an additional posts on my social media, and I'll also post it in the Starseed Telegram group. So there'll be more details that I'll have available tomorrow. And you know, if you're just interested or curious to learn more about the workshop, you can always just message me and we can chat about it. And I think that's it. Did anyone else have anything that they want to share? Um, you can find me. Well, you can find me on Instagram or on Facebook. Let me see if I can post my details. I don't know if it's gonna let me because it's been really weird. I don't normally have this many issues pasting stuff in Zoom. Okay, it's letting me do that. Okay, so if you look at the one I just posted, it's got a link in there to my Calendly if anyone wants to just do a chat and get to know me better. And it's also got all my social media for Instagram and Facebook and my new YouTube channel as well. And oh, Melinda said the energy was amazing through the meditation. And what is the Telegram group? Oh, that's the Star Seeds Telegram group. I don't have the link offhand for it. If anyone here though has it and they want to share it, they're more than welcome to. But it's called, if you look it up, it's called Starseeds Unite 144K group. So I don't know if you can see this. You probably, I don't know if you can. It's probably blurry, but it says Starseeds Unite 144K group. Okay. So I think that's it. I think a lot of people are kind of heading off. So thanks so much for joining, everybody. Oh, perfect. Mick just put the link. Great. So if anyone wants to check that out, you can join there. And thank you everybody for joining. Okay, it was so great to see you. I'm going to be doing this call, this new moon call every new moon. So look out for it for next month. And every month it's always different what we're going to be doing. And it's great to have you guys here and like being part of this this tribe and all this like really, really beautiful activation work. So I'm sending you all lots of love. And thank you. And if you guys want to unmute and just say bye, you're more than welcome to.
Bye, Jessica. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.
Have a great day or night wherever you are. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.